From 1774 to 1788, before the presidency of George Washington, America was led by a succession of remarkable leaders. The presidents of the United Colonies Continental, the United States Continental, and the United States Confederation Congresses. These men were the nation's first de facto heads of state. Under both the Continental Congress and the Articles of Confederation, there was no single executive. Consequently, these presidents performed the essential administrative and diplomatic duties of the national government. They executed treaties, signed military orders and commissions, supervised the national mails, received and entertained foreign diplomats and other dignitaries, set legislative agendas, managed debate, appointed committees, issued national proclamations, and determined congressional adjournments. Under their leadership, Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence, formed the Continental Army and Navy, conducted a war, ratified the Articles of Confederation, enacted the Northwest Ordinance, and created the first executive departments of Foreign Affairs, War, Marine, and the Postal Service. They sustained our fledgling republic for 15 years, through war and peace until George Washington's 1789 inauguration. Yet their indispensable service has faded from our national memory. Peyton Randolph of Virginia, Henry Middleton of South Carolina, John Hancock of Massachusetts, Henry Lawrence of South Carolina, John Jay of New York, Samuel Huntington of Connecticut, Thomas McKean of Delaware, John Hanson of Maryland, Elias Boudinot of New Jersey, Thomas Mifflin of Pennsylvania, Richard Henry Lee of Virginia, Nathaniel Gorham of Massachusetts, Arthur St. Clair of Pennsylvania, and Cyrus Griffin of Virginia. These presidents personified the steadfast courage and unyielding vision that carried the American Revolution from mere defiance to the birth of the United States of America. Since 2003, when I was given the distinct honor to deliver the keynote at the reinterment of President Samuel and First Lady Martha Huntington, I have urged that these earliest heads of state be honored alongside the later presidents of the United States. Although the efforts to include them on the presidential dollar coins were unsuccessful, a joint resolution now before Congress would direct that official presidential wreaths be laid annually at the graves or memorials of these founding presidents, just as is done for the presidents under the Constitution of 1787, beginning with America's 250th anniversary in 2026. This traditional and important act of remembrance would complete the circle of our national story, recognizing the presidential leaders who built the bridge from revolution to republic before the inauguration of President George Washington. Join us in supporting the recognition of America's first presidents of Congress, the forgotten heads of state who guided the Continental and Confederation Congresses from 1774 to 1788. Their leadership bridged the Revolution and the Constitution, laying the foundation for the presidency itself. Learn more about the early national leaders and ongoing commemorative efforts at uspresidency.com/wreath.